Hello, we're having a stroke. A podcast where a guy with severe ADHD struggles to get through a single sentence while the other one uses a bag of Lay's to skip. It's my name is Dominic. With me is my co-host Joey, and this is episode numero 31.
31. Hi everyone, I'm back.
Joey's back
after a brief hiatus of being locked into Wisconsin. No.
Now you know exactly how it feels.
Yeah. The traffic here is awful. No, I didn't go to Milwaukee.
Damn, be like that.
But yeah, I had a good time up there. It was a nice, relaxing trip for me because I haven't been up there in like 2 years basically.
Damn.
And yeah, cause I just been busy with like school and like other work things. But yeah, now I'm back here, and I'm back in. I'm currently recording this in my parents' house, which is cool. A first timer.
Your lifetime dream of going back into your parents' house to record.
Yes, dude. The power.
Wow, yeah, the internet.
I went out for dinner tonight with my family, and it was very nice.
Nice.
And it was funny because when I text Dominic that I couldn't make last episode, I was like, all right, I expected him to just be like, get Gus, and that was kind of it. But
yeah, I kind of panicked.
But like, you texted me and was like, okay, so we're going a 5-person episode, and I was like, what?
Well, here's the thing. I did not expect to do a 5-person episode. I expected to do a 5-person something. And then I realized, yeah, I could have just done the podcast, but then Joey's not here. And I was like, 4 other people will compensate for Joey's brain and his neurodivergency. So
here's my 1 sentence review of everyone.
Including me.
Chris and Dom carried that episode. Other Chris made some good additions, like snarky ones, which I liked. Gus was Gus, and Marcello sat in the corner and played Valorant.
Yeah, I like how the intro to that episode. I was like, and here we have with us Marcello. I'm playing Valorant.
I was so tempted. So Dominic and I both co-edited that episode. Just because, like, after, like, I heard it and, like, saw some things, I was like, there were some things I wanted to do. So I took over a little bit at the end. And I was like, I looked at the timeline and I was like, dude, this is fucking massive. Like,
yeah.
I was so tempted in the edit to just have, like, Marcello, like, OBS record himself playing Valorant. And just put it in the corner.
I should have done that. I should have asked him to do that. That would have been funny.
I was like, that sounds like a lot more work. Fuck that. Like,
But Marcello would have added so much to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Like, the amount of times he talked and the fact that I could count them on, like, 2 hands. Like, holy... Like, I get it, but, like... We love Marcello. Anyway. Actually, speaking of the topics you guys talked about, so you guys spent the first 30 minutes of the episode talking about Cartoon Network.
We did. More specifically, like early 2000s cartoons.
I have an addition to add to this for a second.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever saw it.
Throw it in
still
the
had
ring.
it, but so at my parents' old house. Basically, long story short, my parents moved houses after I graduated high school, right? And I was little and like a kid and very impressionable, and I really liked Cartoon Network as well. So, and I watched it so much that in the TV in the basement, I somehow managed to burn the Cartoon Network logo into it.
Oh, I remember this TV. Yeah, you sure did.
It was fun. It was funny because my brother would play a lot of Skate 3 on his Xbox, and like the loading screen for that in between games is a bright white screen, and so like in between it would just go white, and you just see Cartoon Network in the corner.
Just fucking over your brother every time he just wants to enjoy something. Dude, that is... So
I was like, oh my god.
what did you... So wait, was it just Cartoon Network in general that you were watching so much? Or was there like a specific show that like...
No, it was just Cartoon Network. I was a crack addict to it. That the logo got where the logo is at the bottom right of the screen. It just burned into it.
It's kind of like when like when you do the Zeus, and you fucking, if you do it enough, apparently you get a hole through your nose, and it's like Steve-O from Jackass. That motherfucker is a nose between. That motherfucker is a hole between his nose. That's what that is.
He's got a lot of things.
He sure does. He has a hot sauce. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah.
And he poured it into his eyes for an interview once. That was really funny.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to pitch himself, and he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" And he's like still trying to get through it. And he's
Have you seen the? So there's I think it's a. What's Ryan Reynolds? Is because I don't know if you're gonna know this. What's Ryan Reynolds mobile?
He can walk. Cricket. Yeah, you're right.
It's not Cricket Wireless. It's like
something like that.
He's got some wireless thing, and he did an advertisement for. No. He did an advertisement with Steve-O for a website making company, and the entire advertisement for it, Steve-O ate a Carolina Reaper, and was just suffering the whole time.
Such a good video. He's just like, make sure you click on these features. Oh fuck! He's just like losing his shit, and Ryan Reynolds
literally
is just
like dying, bro.
Sitting in the corner, Ryan Reynolds just like, I'm having a good time.
In the middle of it, like, he had to stop, and Ryan was like, he's like patting him on the back. He's like, it's okay, I'll take over from here. So this website will help me make my website with this Ryan Reynolds like charm.
Yeah, exactly. That Canadian charm that he has. Oh man, I really want Ryan Reynolds in my asshole.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a t-shirt.
I shouldn't be saying these things.
Well,
because
I mean...
I'll tell you why. Because one really cool development that recently happened. Actually, I signed a paper for it today.
Uh-huh.
I got another internship.
Oh, congratulations. And now you just exclaimed on the internet that you want to fuck Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, my career is going downhill, and it just started.
It's going nowhere but up. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but I got an awesome internship, and I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
And I'm very happy with it. I will not say where, because I didn't sign an NDA. I just don't want people to know, like, that much into, like, where I'm at and stuff.
Tampa Bay, Florida. He has to drive 12 hours to his job to Tampa Bay, Florida.
People don't know this, but I have teleportation powers, and it allows me to go through this internship.
Joey got the portal gun from not Portal, from Rick and Morty.
I was gonna say,
no,
the portal gun needs another. You shoot it to another surface. So I just get on. What do I get on? Like the Sears Tower.
No,
and shoot it all the way down to Florida.
No, what I imagine is you're in Tampa Bay, Florida. You get the interview and you get the job, all right? And then you you shoot you're like, all right, thanks for that. Shoot a fucking portal in the conference room, and then fly back to Chicago. Get the other one down, and then.
This is my ADHD going for me. Fun update.
Mm-hmm.
Chris and I are recording episode 3 of We're Having a Shoot this weekend.
We are doing it.
So expect that at some point in the future.
You will have more than just this.
Which feels good to say, because we've been meaning to do that for a while. We're going to talk about so many things. Not even just ones that we talked about, like
Logan Paul.
We got to talk about that. We got to talk about, there's so much shit.
There's a lot.
And there's more shit that we want to talk about with it. And, so look forward to that.
Now.
Okay, here's the other thing.
Yes.
When I listened back to the episode, I am so surprised that you guys didn't talk about multiverses.
Yeah, we didn't. I kind of realize that now. Yeah, we really didn't. So, I have a question.
Wait, let me preface this by saying, by the time this episode is out, I don't know if the beta will be closed by then or not. Just prefacing that. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, so what I was wondering was, I've been seeing the memes. Is Walter White really in that game? I really don't know.
He is Walter White getting in is the
It's like
I want to say it's the King K rule, because the Waluigi, I don't want to call him the Waluigi because Waluigi will never get in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. Like Nintendo has never once in the history of its entire fucking company cared about Waluigi at all.
Except in Mario Tennis.
Not even. Like,
except in Mario Strikers.
Not okay. They give him personality, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care.
Oh, they care about a big schlong too? Do you want to date him?
Oh god, I gotta.
What? Oh god.
For some reason I have a cup of water next to my computer and I gotta be careful with it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to like say something risky, and I was like, what are you about to say?
I don't care that you broke your elbow. Anyway. But no, like, the only mainline appearance game that Waluigi has at all appeared in are two of them. It's the Waluigi costume in Mario Odyssey, and a Rabid boss fight in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's it.
Damn. But
like, they don't care. They don't care.
I see. But here's my question, Joey.
Yes.
Why in the fuck can I battle Bugs Bunny against a meth, like a chemist that cooks meth? Why Jesse, can I do that?
Jesse, what the fuck is this hammer made out of? But
this isn't a game, Jesse.
Let's get back to Multiverses for a second, because I like that a lot. I really like that game.
It's pretty damn good.
It's solid.
It's pretty damn good.
I know Dominic and I have played it a bit, like a bit ago, and I've been playing it a lot. So far, I think my favorite characters to play in that game are probably my two favorites are Finn and Superman. Because Superman's a really fun grappler character in that game.
Huh? Is he like he's flying up, grabbing people?
Yeah, like his air side B is you like soar, you like are flying basically, and you grab the opponent and just punch him.
Damn, that's hardcore.
It's awesome.
Excuse me.
But let's also talk about the elephant in the room with Multiverses, and leads to another thing I know you want to talk about.
What is this?
So LeBron James, am I right, fellas?
Toon Squad rolling up, baby.
Oh my, okay, the funniest part about it's not only the fact that LeBron James is in the game.
That a real man that's not and like a character of any kind.
There's two amazing things, there's funny things about that. Three things. First of all, he's not voiced by LeBron James.
Yeah, that's the best part, in my opinion. It's fucking awesome.
He's voiced by, you know who he's voiced by? He's voiced by the same guy who plays Barrett in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What?
Yeah.
Why? That's dumb.
It's dumb. Awesome. Batman LeBron sounds good to me. Second of all, it doesn't. So when it says next to every character, it says where they're from. So like Batman and Superman, it says DC. Arya Stark, it says she's from Game of Thrones. Finn's from like Adventure Time. That shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that LeBron James is from the NBA. It says he's from Space Jam: The New Legacy.
I mean,
fair. I think
it'd be funnier if it said Akron, Ohio, because that's actually where he's from. But
okay, here's the funniest part. On the website, it says what characters' first appearances were. For him, it has his birthday.
That's fucking awesome. I love that. That's so goddamn funny.
It's so funny. Oh, boy.
You know the best part about this? I think LeBron had to approve this. I think this came across LeBron and he was just like, I'm not voicing it, and they're gonna be like doing all this weird shit about it.
He didn't. He's not voicing himself because they couldn't fucking afford it probably.
He's too self-important to voice himself in this game to just do it as a favor or something. He's like, yeah, I also want like 10 million. Like,
I don't.
Like, what a bitch.
I'm not going into the mic studio and saying Batman and LeBron sounds good to me. Okay, I draw the fucking line at that.
Fucking unbelievable.
Also, I made the sick ass joke when he got announced of, man, I can't wait for him to stay in Multiverses for 2 years, then go to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and then move to Smash Brothers, and then come back to Multiverses.
Fucking money hungry bitch.
Oh my god. So, yeah, let's talk. So, Dominic, off the podcast, you've mentioned multiple times you really don't like LeBron James.
I don't.
You don't. And I want to know, you want to go on with that, or like?
I mean, I could talk about the fact that, like, sure, maybe he's really good at basketball and he has, like, you know, approaching a GOAT-like status or whatever the fuck. But, like, you know, Michael Jordan stayed with the same team for 6 years and built a legacy. And honestly, he has something that he has over LeBron. And I personally think LeBron's a whiny bitch. So that's all I got to say about that. Like, he complains about the dumbest shit. Bro, this man... Have you ever seen the reactions from this man when he doesn't get a foul called in his way? He makes a baby face. He literally looks like he eats sour grapes whenever something doesn't work his way. It's fucking awesome. It's just like you get to see him complain and whine about that kind of stuff.
Whenwish.com.
When my brother hits me and my parents haven't seen it.
Also, have you seen... So you know that famous images of LeBron with his hands out to the side? With a foul thing?
Oh,
you know that image?
Is it like a wingspan thing or?
Oh no! Like they're both out to one side.
Oh, I think I know what this is. It's Dwayne Wade dunking on the Bucks, and LeBron is. No, wait. I think it's the other way around. I'm thinking of a different image where LeBron is dunking on the Bucks, and Dwayne Wade is like walking with his arms spread, like "Come at me, bro." It's a fucking fantastic image.
Basically, what I'm saying is they put that entire like pose into Multiverse as a move.
No. Oh god,
it's so funny.
As a part-time Bucks fan, I can't allow this.
I might be wrong on that. We might be wrong on what it is.
We might be, but
it's funny.
It's also funny to think about. Like that image is, like that's a classic picture, by the way. Like a classic basketball picture.
Oh yeah,
it's just so good. It's more classic than the Michael Jordan cutout. You know that one?
Is that the him dunking with his legs spread out?
Well, that's also a good picture. But there's...
I was gonna say that's like the most the most iconic like basketball like pose or shot of all time, in my opinion.
That's fair. I'd say the most iconic for me in my head is just the Michael Jordan cardboard cutout, which is like him just like standing kind of awkwardly
with the basketball. Like...
Yep, and it's a cutout that's literally 6'5". You can put it in your house. I remember having that as a kid. It's just I remember seeing it at Home Alone and being like, "Oh shit, I have that." It's just
he's just bullying.
Yeah, he's just sitting in the corner, just like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm Michael Jordan.
Cardboard cutouts are so funny.
The concept of them are great, right? Because like, it's just paper, but it's a picture of it.
Like, what do you?
Like, what do you do with it? You can't really like. It's like standing it anywhere is like a waste of space, and hanging it up on your wall is not really something you want to do. So like,
yeah, like
you just have it.
Like it's one of those things where like you buy it and then you're like, okay, where do I put this? Like,
and every time like someone new comes to your place and sees the cutout,
you have to explain it. You have to explain it or just
exactly.
Like...
Just being like, I went back to Wheaties. They gave me this thing back in the box. Yeah. So goddamn funny. I fucking love those things.
Went back to Wheaties.
Bro, shout outs to Wheaties. Best old man cereal.
That's fucking awesome.
Totally unsweetened. Best cereal ever.
Oh, I know you like it because you're an old man.
It's
Anyway.
true. It's true. I eat sweet things for breakfast, and I'm suddenly like, oh no, I can't function. Fuck. What do I do?
There are more things. If there's one thing Dominic fears, it's being up at midnight.
I just see the clocks. It's like I hear the fucking clocks from Stranger Things, just like, oh god, oh shit, it's my time.
And then like that, or like the Majora's Mask like clock, like.
Oh yeah.
Da-da, da-da.
Why do I hear boss music?
Why is there a life bar?
Autosave, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh god.
Sleep paralysis.
Oh my god, dude! I keep glancing at my notes and thinking I'm looking at other topics I need to talk about.
Yeah. Do you mind if I have one time sensitive thing?
Go for your topic, and then like I'll get back to my overwhelming list of.
Yeah.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I brought 9 topics to the table that we might not get into, but I came prepared for this episode.
You did, and honestly, I had one story in the can ready, which it's not actually particularly interesting. All it is I went on a business trip recently for my internship because I had to go to a client in where else but Detroit.
Become human.
Exactly. I had with my coworker.
Dominic, my name is Connor. I'm an android in my cyber life. Why do we have children?
Keep running your mouth like that, boy.
I guess spoiler alert for fucking Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, I guess.
God, that game sucks. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
God, David Cage is such a bad writer. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So we basically spent a 6.5 hour drive. There's a first stroke of just driving, just straight up driving to Detroit from Milwaukee. It's a far drive, and apparently Michigan is lined with like 60 miles of construction. Apparently.
Really? Oh shit!
Like just traffic cones for miles, dude. It's crazy. And what was funny was that when
wait. I'm sorry to cut you. Here's my question. It's traffic cones for miles, right?
Yes.
Did you see any actual like construction vehicles around those cones?
I saw construction in Indiana, and then I didn't see construction for most of Michigan.
But there were cones up.
Yeah, like lots of them.
Okay, that's I never
dumb?
got that.
Dumb? Yeah, it's dumb. You're right.
But fuck it, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not construction expert, so I'm not gonna say much on it.
Part of it is they don't have the money and they can't find the crew to work on it. That's part of it.
That's fair.
But I mean, it doesn't make it any less annoying when I have to drive on it for 6.5 hours.
Oh my god, there was a like lane when we were driving back from Wisconsin that like, dude, I swear like it must like. It like was a 2-lane street that had cones on it and had to merge into a 1-lane street.
Oh,
well, not street, but like a highway.
Yeah,
basically. And dude, it must have gone for like 25 miles or something, like probably more. I was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" And we had to be slow. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
it's so necessary, just so necessary. And I will say, when I went into Detroit, last time I was in Detroit was, 2018, for a different reason. And I gotta say, the downtown of Detroit's really nice. It's really pleasant.
I remember. There was actually after we started the podcast, I forget what episode around this was at, but I got a call from someone I worked a film set for in the past. and he called me asking me if I could do some work on a set last minute, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then he drove me to the set, and I remembered, oh fuck, he's from Detroit. I gotta tell him that we shit on Detroit.
Oh yeah.
And I told him that. He was like, oh well, like, what do you say about Detroit? And I was like, the usual thing that sucks. And he was like, okay, well, it's getting better, and Cincinnati's getting worse. So
Yeah, that is definitely true.
like,
This is very true.
yeah.
Now, I will say Detroit is getting better. That doesn't mean it's good yet. It's almost there. It's getting there.
It's from what I've seen online, it's getting better. Like,
Oh yeah. I'd say the only
it's
issue.
becoming human.
Yeah, it's becoming. Yeah, right. Well, I was about to say that. I feel like crime is the most human thing possible, but
Philosophy.
yeah, there you go. But we were just in the downtown area, and we went to. You know what's funny about Detroit? It's funny because you have like these, like the buildings that are owned by like the giant motor companies like Ford and stuff. Mm-hmm. Those buildings are really nice. They're really, really nice.
I imagine.
Like we went to
because they're fueled by like multi-billion-dollar corporations. Like.
Yeah, and they own the city. And what's good about that?
Right.
But what's good about it is that they're starting to rebuild it because they have the money. So the city's actually like becoming better very slowly but surely, because also the land's really cheap for many different reasons because of the recession. But yeah, so went to Detroit, not that bad. The homeless are pretty vicious, but yeah, not bad. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I thought the homeless in Milwaukee were pretty vicious, but
and in Chicago, like,
oh yeah, in Chicago too. But like, what I think it's funny about in Detroit is that you have like all these rich people in the downtown area that are always like, oh my god, my pearls and my necklaces and things like that. And then you have these homeless people who are just like, hey man, can I get like $5 or something? And they're always like viewed down by the rich people in Detroit, and they're always like, they always want to have a conversation with them, which is like the last thing you need to do with a homeless person if you don't want to interact with them, is to fucking be like, is just to talk shit about them and like, but it's always funny to see like their reaction. And then there's like me and my coworker like, sorry man, I ain't got cash. And then the homeless guy's like, yeah, no problem, have a good one. He just walks away.
That's like the way I always kind of like.
Yeah, just be honest.
When I'm downtown in Chicago, I'm either like ignoring them or like just like saying sorry I don't have anything and then going on.
Mm. Yeah,
that's
that's all you can do. But in Michigan,
also
they love to conversate.
Also, to clarify, we're not dissing homeless people. It's a system that's fucked up, and like,
yeah,
it's a bad system that's done them very dirty, clearly. But like, yeah,
I don't have cash to give them. I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then the good thing. So here's the thing that made the story more interesting was the fact that, you think Detroit is bad, and then I was like, okay, it's slightly improved, and I see it. And then we drive back from Detroit, and I gotta say, it's that was more tough than the drive to Detroit for a couple of reasons. Number one,
in terms of like traffic. Okay, sorry, go on.
No, I'll explain it.
Okay.
So number one, when we drove to Detroit, it was like low 70s. This is where the weather comes in. It was low 70s, pretty sunny. A pleasant day when we drove there.
Yeah, comfortable weather.
Yeah, driving back, it was mid 90s, and it was sunny in the morning. And then my coworker was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I was checking the weather as we were like in the middle of Michigan, like around Kalamazoo, and I saw like just this wave of just this giant storm heading like in our area, like where we're driving.
Oh.
And I had Vietnam flashbacks, bro. I fucking was like, oh god, we're about to drive into heavy rain again for like the fifth time since I've started working here. Oh god, and yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
like it was this kind of links to another thing that happened to me at the lake house. Right before we left, I think I have a video of this that I can throw up. Future Joey.
Let me see if I can send it in the Discord so you have a visual reference.
Okay, sure.
But basically, while I'm on my phone, I was so this was the last night we were spending at our lake house, right?
Yeah.
and the
That was a good moment.
yeah. This is the night before we came back to Chicago from the lake house, and it's about like it was like I don't know, like it was on and off rain. I think that's it. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm gonna send that.
I think that's it, Joey.
And if it doesn't send, I'm gonna be sad. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I see darkness.
So yeah, basically, it was like the camera can't pick it up, but like there was like a horrible storm going on, and like the camera can't pick it up because the way that
No, I see some thunder.
the iPhone camera picks up light. Like it looks like oh, it's every other couple sections. No, it was every couple like 5 to 10 seconds. No, it was like every 1 second, dude.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was nuts. Like
it's tough.
And like I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was crazy. And then like it was funny because like we also had some pretty good days of like nice sunshine and like let me see if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I took this photo on Future Joe, if you could put it up. I took this photo while driving a boat.
Good lord, did you like go to heaven? What the hell is this?
I know.
Holy shit.
It was so beautiful, and like it was a nice vacation.
Nice.
That I very much needed.
Meanwhile, in Detroit.
In Detroit, become human.
Yeah, become human. My name's Connor. Anyways, so
did you know the guy that's the voice actor for Mr. Krabs is in that game?
What? Why? For what?
I mean, David Cage wrangles. Well, to be fair, he plays Hank.
Oh.
And he's a like human cop that's accompanied by Connor.
Oh, that's Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, it's Mr. Krabs.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the okay. I hate On Detroit Become Human, but that story in that game is the best part of that game. Easy.
Yeah.
It's
I was about
so
to
good.
say, I feel like that game could very easily become a movie, but it didn't.
Well,
so.
yeah, because David Cage is a hack and is like, no, I need to make this like
an experience.
Like, you know what? You know what video game writers are? Video game writers are movie writers that want to write longer scripts. Okay, because like
Joey,
you can't fit the whole thing into what?
You're about to start some shit. I hope you know that. We have battles with New York. We have battles with Detroit.
No.
We have beef with Doug Walker.
No. You know what? This is fine because people who write video games are taught by writing movies and screenplays.
Yeah.
That's how they're like taught.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
This is not a bad thing.
No, but you're shitting on them. I'm scared. They're coming for us, Joey.
Doug's getting close.
Yeah, I know. Doug's gonna support the fucking the video game writers just to spite us.
through his sponsorships through DoorDash.
Yeah. Guys, Channel Awesome does not rely on ad revenue from the website. We need to sell ads on the videos. It's not 2010.
Can you imagine if you order a DoorDash and Doug Walker delivers it to you?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I deliver it so you don't have to.
What? Okay. Can I have my food, please? Like,
why do you want your food at this hour?
I ordered it. You have it in your hand.
I think we just assume that he's just this character. Like, he's only the Nostalgia Critic in our heads.
There's
just a massive asshole.
There's Doug Walker and Nostalgia Critic are one and the same.
Anyways, we're still driving home from Detroit. So, all right, we're still driving home from Detroit.
Yeah.
We're through most of Michigan, and the rain comes, and we're like, oh God, this is horrifying. We spend 15 minutes driving in heavy rain. It clears. We then end up in Indiana. And here's the joke that everyone makes when it comes to driving from, like, Chicago to Detroit. You don't stop in Indiana, period. You just don't. Because if you've ever been to any gas station or any place in Indiana, especially like close to the lake, you don't stop. It's dangerous. Like, if you want like a place that's actually dangerous and like scary, it's those places in Indiana. So we made that joke, and we made the joke on the way. We're just like, oh yeah, bro, what do you want to like stop at Gary? And we're like, yeah, sure, let's stop. And we just like make that joke all the way through. And so we hit Indiana, and because we left a little bit later, it was like 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Right.
So traffic's hitting, and we actually end up on this one highway where there's a 52-minute like traffic stop because of a crash.
Oh.
But we did find a way to like use a shoulder to where we may or may not have crossed into the right lane and got off on another way that was like only 15 minutes slower. So we did that, and we were like, oh man, that's weird. This is the first time we experienced a car crash that like stopped traffic. And then we fucking keep driving, and we see we're in Gary, Indiana, and we're like, all right, just don't stop, just keep going through the straight.
Is it Gary or Gray?
Gary.
Indiana? Okay.
You might be dyslexic. But but
these are dyslexic noises. That's what these.
Imagine Joey just like picks up a book. And he's just like projection just like he gets to a word he doesn't understand. And he's just like the Spanish.
You it.
Anyways, we're going through Gary, Indiana.
We're never getting through this.
We're never going to get through this. Just like our experience. So
guys, I'm Gus. We got to bring it back to Cartoon Network again.
Oh yeah, exactly. Dude, I fucking love Rocko's Modern Life, you know? That show is just so good. But yeah, we're going through Gary, Indiana. And we noticed there's another half-hour traffic stop, like fully like when we're talking about like a traffic stop, the last one was like moving a little bit, so obviously the road is cleared. No, this was like a fresh one. It was dead stopped everywhere.
Oh,
so
no.
we're like, both of us are just like, it's not letting up. We've been here for like 10 minutes. It's not gonna let up. Fuck this. So we notice up ahead on the highway, there's like this gap that we can use to do a U-turn, potentially not legally, but we did it because we're like, we need to get home. And we fucking pull a Yui on the freeway, which is like, you know, obviously dangerous, but it's we did it. And Joey, have you ever seen Gary, Indiana? Like actually seen Gary, Indiana?
I have not. I cannot say I have.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna give you a picture of Gary, Indiana. But
so
we were driving.
And they pulling up photo reference of Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna say is that we drove on the highway near the steel mills of Gary, Indiana, because that's what it's known for. And Joey, I'm not kidding when I say this picture that I'm gonna send in the Discord. We literally we were driving on the highway. It looked exactly like this picture. Like, no cap. Like, I wish I was joking. That is.
Oh,
we literally.
So,
were on
ladies
the highway.
ladies and gentlemen, to describe what I am seeing,
it's a steel mill.
Do you know every single like
science
fiction dystopia, like Final Fantasy VII area?
That's Gary. That's Gary. That's Gary, Indiana. And we were driving on this highway for like 20 minutes to finally get onto like... Yeah. It looks like Final Fantasy VII.
Future Joey, put up the Final Fantasy VII logo over this.
Yeah, this is the remaster. But yeah, we were driving on this highway for like about 15-20 minutes driving onto the Sky Bridge to Chicago. Uh-huh. And like, I swear to God, we were just in the car looking at the sights like around us, just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't. What the fuck is that? And
You feel like you entered a whole new world.
We see warehouses that are like very tall, like really, really tall, that are just, there's nothing in them. It's incredible. It's truly like a marvel of like American like development and stuff. Cause like here's another picture. It's nothing. There's nothing there. It's crazy.
Wait.
Here's another picture of the city line.
God.
It's nothing. There's
That's
nothing
the
there.
whole. Wait, is it a city?
Yeah, it's a city. Oh, it's a town.
What?
But it's like
Okay.
it's like famous for steel mills and manufacturing and like oil refining and stuff.
What the fuck?
I gotta say, like I saw that and I was thinking to myself, like, this is the most jarring city I think I've ever been to in my life.
It doesn't look like a city.
Yeah, it's not. That's the thing that makes it funny. It's definitely a city, but it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's crazy. And then, we went through Chicago traffic. We returned the car at the rental place. My coworker lost his wallet. I'm pretty sure he's getting it back, but, nothing was as crazy as going through, like, Gary, Indiana and seeing that. And we were just like,
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I imagine that's
If there's
gonna
a place,
be bizarre.
if there's a place to shit on, I almost don't even want to shit on Gary, Indiana, because like I feel sorry for the people that are there. It's like,
yeah,
that's tough.
that's
I'll shit on the city.
rough.
I won't shit on the people. Famous line by King Louis XV when he invented the first toilets ever made. Anyways, the other thing I might want to talk about.
Okay.
Okay, Joey. I apologies to the people that listen to the podcast, not watch the podcast. I've come across an inheritance at work today because we were involved.
Is this an image based thing?
Yeah,
'Cause I can try
so-
to describe
yeah.
it.
We have some catering at the place,
Oh God.
and we were like, hey. We don't know what to do with this food.
I don't like where this is going already.
We don't have, or we have all this food. It's like Mexican. For anyone that knows Qdoba. Yeah. By the way, Qdoba's pretty good. But what's funny is we were just like, hey, we have too much. We're probably gonna throw it away. And I was like, can I take some of it? And then they were like, yeah. So I took 4 pounds of queso plus the most largest bag of tortilla chips ever.
God.
I also stole some of the guac.
To our audio listeners, imagine like just trays and trays of like metal containers that you use to like cater food in, just on a kitchen.
And I just took the queso. Some people were like, "Oh yeah, I'll take some of the rice and I'll take these black beans and like some of the chicken." I just took the queso and the guac and I took some cheese, like some shredded cheese
And the chips.
and this gigantic bag of
How
chips.
big is that bag of chips?
You ever shopped at Macy's, like the giant plastic bags? It's that big, dude. It's a lot of chips, bro. I will say, when I got it, I was like, yes, it's coming to fruition. My munchies will be sufficed forever. And I swear to God, I had queso for dinner tonight, and oh my God, I am so full. It was really good, but I'm like, oh no. And it's like a spicy queso, so my asshole might not be. I might not be spared an asshole for this week. That happened today, and I was just like, I think Joey would like this. It's foul, dude. That picture of the queso looks bad. It's really good. I promise you, it's good.
It just, you know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like
I mean,
like,
I think we all know what it looks like.
It looks like sprayed on cheese.
No, it looks like someone printed out a picture of like vomit and then put it in the container.
With chunks.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, yeah, this thing is literally 4 pounds. It's in my fridge right now.
How did you carry all this to your apartment? That's what I'm
Very
wondering.
awkwardly 5 minutes away from, because we were working at my school and I live pretty close.
Okay.
It was a very awkward 5 minute walk because I had people walking on the street like, what the fuck? And I saw like a bunch of dogs that were like giving me hard stares because they thought I had food for them. Because it's, by the way, like this food smells, okay? Like it's good, but it has
I imagine.
It
Like,
has a stench.
I can see the spices. Like,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Bless you. But yeah, it tastes great.
thank you. Yeah.
And I gotta say, definitely one of the weirdest parts of my day.
I imagine. Like,
It's gonna be the weirdest part of my weekend.
speaking of spicy foods, so my entire trip up to Wisconsin
Uh-huh.
was just littered full of a bunch of spicy foods that I ate.
Oh no, did you put black
Like-
pepper on stuff?
No, I want to ask you about this for your thoughts on this.
Oh boy, here we go. Two
Have
white men
you
talking
ever-
about spice.
Have
No, what's up?
you ever had sriracha cheese curds?
I have. Yes, I have.
I like it.
They're good. They're
Yeah.
very good. Have you tried putting sriracha on cheese curds?
No, I have not.
I gotta say, in my opinion, it's a little bit better. Just because it's like you can control the sriracha, and if you put the sriracha in the fridge and then put them on the cheese curds, it's like a nice little like balance of temperature plus the spice.
Gotcha.
Sorry, this is your story. You sound very uninterested.
No, I was just gonna say, the whole bit of this was, hey, have you
sorry.
tried sriracha cheese curds? That's it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I helped you further the bit at least a little bit.
Like
Not to pull back the veil or anything.
There was this place up in my place in Wisconsin that like had like sriracha cheese curds, and they were like homemade. And oh my god, it was the spiciest thing I've eaten in my entire life.
Really?
Which, granted, like a lot of people
probably not that
would
spicy.
look down on, but like, dude, it was. I was sweating.
Yeah, that's a bad spice. Have you ever had spice physically hurt you? Because I've had that.
Not yet.
Then I gotta say, Joey. Well, actually, no. What you've experienced is probably the hottest thing that you enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's not the hottest thing you've had, because I can
'Cause
assure you,
Yeah.
there are hotter things that you do not enjoy.
Oh my god.
And I don't understand why people like hurting themselves like that. I mean, you could just grab a whip off of adamandeve.com and just have a fun night with your girlfriend. But, just fucking eat a chip that melts your face. And you know what?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, I'm such a baddie. Oh my god,
Ooh,
fuck my asshole.
Stop. With the brakes.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Moving on, please.
Sorry.
So there's been a game I've been playing recently.
Stray?
No.
Oh, damn.
I know a PS5, dude.
I gotta play that, man. I have a PC right here. I should play it.
That looks fun. But
It looks like so much fun. It looks like a lot of time,
There's a game.
Sorry.
There's a game that is in a series of games that I am very fond of.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that the first game in the series is my second favorite game of all time.
I'm trying
And
to
this
think of
is-
what game that is.
And do you want to guess?
I mean, I was thinking Smash Brothers, but I was like,
No.
you do not like Smash 64.
Smash is number one.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
think you've-
talk about it that often.
I don't
but,
think you've
like,
ever played Final Fantasy the original. There's no
Final
way.
Fantasy 9 is number 5 on my list,
Okay.
but it's not number 2.
Fucking
This
Nintendogs?
No.
No, what is
Let
it?
me give you. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the one I've been playing. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is my second favorite game of all time.
I see. You have told me this. And
I've been meaning to talk about it because,
Yeah.
okay, the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is beautiful. Like, it has by far my favorite cast of characters in anything ever, yes, even better than Persona 5.
Damn.
It's
That's saying quite a bit.
well, cause like you got lovable guys like fucking Ryan, who goes around saying it's Ryan time. How can you hate that?
See, it's Xenoblade Chronicles that really originated the phrase "it's Morbin time." You know, like they really started that.
It was Ryan time before it was Morbin time.
I want to make a clock that has at 3 and 9 Rhine time and Morbin time.
But
duality
to
of
give my
man.
5-second review on every game in the series so far, which is 4 games. So Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition. Second favorite game of all time. I love everything. I love almost everything about that game. It's beautiful. I love it. Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Nintendo Switch, not the Wii U. Fuck.
Oh, Joey.
It's it needs the Switch port so bad because
Many things need a Switch port.
I did not enjoy my time with Xenoblade X. I thought it branched too far away, but that game is so big in terms of like its world.
Yeah.
And like but like its characters are not that good in my opinion.
Not as good, or just not good in general?
They're bland and forgettable.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you asked me to name any character from Xenoblade X, I'd say Elma, and that's Elma and Lao, and that's it.
I see.
Where with Xenoblade, I could say, okay, there's Shulk, there's Riku. No, Riku, there's Riki. There's,
Riku's from Kingdom Hearts.
Actually, the character in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is named Riku, and is also a Nopon.
You
so
sly motherfucker.
There's Dunban, there's Fiora, there's like
done a
Melia,
bad
there's
thing.
Sharla, there's like fucking Egil. Like there's so many great characters.
And there's Michael, there's Lindsay, there's Jackson.
This it actually brings me quick side note. I love how like the names in Star Wars are like there's Plo Koon, there's Anakin Skywalker, there's Savage Opress, there's Darth Maul, and then there's Luke.
Motherfucker got named Lucas out of this entire fantastical cast, dude. Han Solo is a man's name in that series, and he got Luke.
Yeah.
Han Solo's an awesome name, and then Luke.
But moving on, Xenoblade 2. Good game, very flawed. Very flawed in many ways.
Sounds like Melee.
Okay, here's what I'm going to describe. I want to see if I can pull up images of it, but
we've already made this official podcast. Go for it.
Yeah. So there are these two beings. There are these beings called the Aegises, and they're like super powerful godlike beings. So and like they're like basically were made by the god who made the world, basically. And so when you think of that, you think of like designs of like what a character like that would be. Yeah. And then you see the first one of the Aegis is Malos, who I posted in general if you want to look at it. Future Joey put it up. Which yeah, that's the design of a menacing character.
Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't look like my therapist or anything.
And then you see the let me say fucking hell. And then you see the other fucking I can't the other Aegis
Man, I'd love to see him.
Fucking I can't spell their name.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
There's your entertainment. Oh god, it totally smells like guac. It smells like avocado. Ugh.
And so, when you think of like, oh, you see his design, and it's like, oh, a powerful being.
Yeah.
That like can control, that has like the power to literally destroy shit, and like, oh, what's the other Aegis look like? Um.
This character also destroys shit?
Yeah. Mithra/Pyra is also an Aegis.
Bruh, she's showing skin. She got a boob window.
Oh my god, the fucking case study on sexualization of female character designs in that game is
It's a lot.
it's a lot because like I'm like, why?
I
Because
mean,
like in Xenoblade 1 that you had like very respectable like female characters that like had solid designs that didn't need to be sexualized. And not spoiler warning for Xenoblade 3, they fixed that, and like there are female characters in that game that aren't sexualized that much.
yeah, like let's go back to the originals where they just have boobs that are so big they don't even need a window for them. Like honestly, I don't see the problem with that. Like, fucking A. I just want to see a sister with the rack, bro.
But it's got so many problems, and
Yeah.
like, but I can't help but love it in the end, and like, because like it's got endearing. Like I love Pyro and Mithra; they're great characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like the story behind them all is like so good. And the best part, I don't want to reveal anything, but later, okay, but there is a link between Xenoblade 1 and 2 later on in 2, and it's fantastic. And this leads me to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 saves its... So, when you're playing the game, it's like a completely its own universe thing. Like, there's no clear connections to the past game, Xenoblade 1, aside from the fact that, like, okay, Xenoblade 1 takes place on the Bionis and the Mechonis, who are these two giant, what's called titans, that literally fought each other to the death, and people live on their corpses.
Damn.
How cool was that, first of all?
It's pretty cool. It's like,
and then Xenoblade Chronicles 2, people live on titans again, but instead of two dead ones, they're all alive, but they're starting to die out. And people are beginning to realize, oh shit, if all the titans die, we're not going to have a place to live. So that's a big part of the conflict in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
It's almost like a metaphor.
But in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, while Xenoblade Chronicles 2 saves its like link for the end game basically area, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 hints it at you in the beginning. Because you see, okay, so the rule with this world is that it's all one continent, but the characters only live for 10 years before they die. And, like, you're seeing, like, oh, that's a character, like, you see, like, certain things, I'm like, oh, all the mechs on one side of the fight all look like Mechon from Xenoblade 1. And which are the villains of Xenoblade 1. And you look at the other side, and then you look at both sides like leaders, and it's like, oh, that's a character from 1, that's a character from 2.
Ooh.
And not to spoil anything anymore, but you see a certain character design feature on the characters from a certain part of the fight, and you're like, huh, that's a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 thing. What is up? Because like the entire I'm like 30 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I love it. It's amazing. And I'm like asking myself these questions, and it keeps going, and I'm very excited. Like,
that's fair, honestly.
Like, I'm sorry if this is like all one-handed me, but like it's a game I care about a lot.
No,
and like I know it's not going to win Game of the Year this year.
Yeah.
Because Elden Ring is a thing.
Yeah, that game's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, but like it's I haven't beaten it yet, but it's like Game of the Year in my heart.
That's fair.
Which is interesting because it's competing with Multiverses at this point.
Yeah, Multiverses also has LeBron James, so you got to think about that too.
But it also has Batman.
Yes.
And Shagu.
And Meth Man.
And an Iron Man giant.
Iron Man giant. Giant Iron Man.
Giant Iron Man. But like, dude, so like I've finally gotten to tell you how much I care about Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So I played like the original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U eShop virtual console. Because they were selling it on there. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll play it. And I liked it. There were problems with it, but I liked it. And those problems they address in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on Switch. And dude, like, Xenoblade Chronicles already, like, the only slight against Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was that it was on the Wii, and it clearly was stretching that console thin with its graphic style. Like, oh my god, all the character models look like such shit. Like, it's so bad.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had Matt from Wii Sports in this game.
I didn't know, like every single character's like face is so like edged so that like they're like all their noses can fucking cut glass.
It'd be like that.
But with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, like, the models are so much better kept together that like it allows you to like see more animation on them and like emotion on their faces. And dude, every single fucking play session I had with that game, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried and I cried and I cried because I was like, this is beautiful that people get the fucking experience this amazing fucking story, dude.
Oh yeah.
I love it. And also the Minato is the coolest sword in Smash Brothers. Don't fucking at me.
I'm trying to
Fuck you, Buster Sword. Okay.
Fuck you, Young Link's Kakariko Sword.
Fuck the Master Sword. Minato's where it's at.
I'm trying to think. What's the shittiest sword in Smash Brothers?
I mean, Young Link's sword is not that cool.
No.
It's just like a sword. Like,
yeah. Then you get comboed at like 90, and then you're like, well, damn. Well.
Well, I mean, all the Fire Emblem swords are unique, at least like unique.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Corrin's fucking blade is a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, right. Are Joker's daggers knives? Well, are they technically swords?
I wouldn't classify them as swords. Not in my opinion, at least.
Would you consider Kazooie a sword? I mean, Banjo swings Kazooie around like a fucking sword.
Well, yeah, it's a sword that makes noise.
Sword that just goes. It'd be like that.
It's a sword that goes like blah and badmouths people
and fucking shits
on a never-ending basis.
It shits grenades.
God, Banjo-Kazooie's fucking awesome.
I fucking love Banjo-Kazooie. Shout outs to Banjo-Kazooie. If you're ever out there, I hope you're listening.
Also, another side note about Xenoblade. In Definitive Edition, they changed a certain character's design a bit to coincide and link up better with Xenoblade 2 in 1. And it looks so cool when you notice it. I won't say what it is, because obviously I want, like... Also, by the way, if you're looking to get into Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, do not look up the review by IGN, because they spoil who the super spoily 7th party member is, and I hate it.
That's really pleasant. I was about to say, I thought you were going to be like, don't look up Xenoblade Chronicles inflation, because it's not about the price. It's not about the price of the game. It's about something completely different.
Oh God. But yeah, that's basically what I want. I really wanted to talk about Xenoblade, because like I've been playing 3 and I've been like, dude,
yeah,
this game is fantastic. It's everything I like. It's better than 2 so far because it has decent American voice acting.
Damn.
That's not Rex's voice actor going like, Ah! That's how he screams. You can't. Dominic didn't hear it, but you'll hear it in the edit. But like,
No, I mean, I don't know about you. It like literally cut out as you were starting to scream. So it sounded like you just screamed and you just went, ah! Just fucking disappeared.
it's like that Velma video
Yeah.
of like, we're gonna be talking about girls, huh?
Future Joey. You know what to do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So, question.
Yes.
Did you finish your points?
I didn't get to all of them, but that's fine.
Okay. I was about to say, if you'd like, I could talk about something that's kind of quick.
Go for it, I guess.
Yeah. Because it ties in with this whole like Xenoblade thing. And it's something that's piqued my interest a bit. Hell of a Boss has season 2.
Let's go.
Yeah. And I watched the first episode
I haven't been keeping up with Hell of a Boss, but I respect and love the fuck out of that.
Oh, yeah. I gotta say, see episode 1 of season 2? Kind of saucy backstory, not gonna lie. And, man, I have, yeah, Rule 34 is having a field day with that one.
I love the line of, like, I forget her name, the furry character.
Luna?
Luna, yeah. How, like, we know, like, the line of, we know what humans do
Look
with
straight at
people
the
like you. And they all look straight at the camera.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they know how much, like, fucking
Yeah.
point is made of that character.
And they're into it, you freaks.
And it got worse with the human one.
But yeah, no, I saw the first episode of the second season. Pretty lit. I won't spoil it because it's kind of like it's a backstory on Stolas and
Yeah,
that relationship.
go watch it after this podcast.
Go watch it. It's totally free. It's on YouTube.
That's the best part.
It's the best part about it.
Even though I know that's making the company lose a shit ton of money.
But god damn it if it's not pretty fucking awesome.
Actually, no way. Never mind. They get that money back by selling their T-shirts and shit.
Which they're pretty fucking cool.
They're so, dude. The designs of Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel.
Damn good.
So good.
Damn good.
So good. Like, oh yes. Like,
Joey's coming. This is impressive.
I no.
Future Joey. Yeah, but I don't know. I am excited for the second episode, and I don't know. I feel like the first episode gave background story to a certain aspect, but it makes me question like what is the focus of the show, and that's kind of something I was noticing. I'm sort of like it's interesting to observe, but it's sort of like
no, really, like
yeah, it's sort of like no, it's just sort of like I feel like there's 3 or 4 different things that are going on, and it's sort of like none of them are particularly the focus, which is fine because each of them are they're fairly entertaining by themselves.
Which
but it's
is
sort
fine
of like,
because Stranger Things is successful.
yeah, exactly. but here's the thing about Stranger Things, and it's something that Has Been Hotel did in the pilot, is that they're all there for a fairly similar goal, which is sort of like Stranger Things are all like, oh fuck, there's like this giant like opening in the world that's like fucking us over, and there's all these aliens and shit, right? Like we're just trying to keep our safety. Like that's a general goal. And then with Has Been Hotel, it's sort of like, oh yeah, we're trying to create this hotel that helps people of hell, become nicer and things like that. Like it's Charlie's goal to make that a reality, and they're all in on the hotel for different reasons. And that's what makes it interesting and focused. But
also, side note, Charlie is fucking adorable.
Charlie is very adorable.
She's very cute.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see what A24 does with them when the show comes out. But, like, Hell of a Boss, I just don't see where it's going. So, like, I see this backstory, and I see all this, like, all these plot lines that are coming together about, like, what's going on. But, like, it just feels like, it just doesn't really feel like there's a direction. That's all. And
right.
That's the only thing I'm kind of disappointed by. And I'm sort of like, and maybe not even disappointed. I'm just like curious to see what comes next. to see if it figures it out, you know?
Right. To give it the benefit of the doubt, I'm thinking like they might be playing the long game with this season.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's something. Maybe this season is very focused on like the Stolas Blitzo arc of some kind, or maybe it's like really focusing on like, because it feels like the business part of this is like to the wayside, and it more felt like, oh, the business could be like this Looney Tunes style adventure of like, hey, we have this portal to go to the human world to kill somebody. Let's do that, and it's like basically an episode of like it's like an episode of a cartoon, but yeah, it's just became more plot heavy and focused on like this love relationship and all these people that have been hated and shit, and it's just like it's interesting and I'm invested and it's beautiful, but it's sort of like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know where it's going.
Do you feel invested in the characters' like struggles that they're going through at the point, or like?
Yeah, but it's like
Okay.
it's only it's the main focus ones. Like I feel like Millie and Moxie, it's sort of like at the moment it's sort of like they have something going on.
Actually, wait. Speaking of all this, I think
Yeah.
we can both agree that what's her name?
Yes. Luna.
The guy who plays Billy and Mandy's character, Billy from Billy and Mandy's, his character's like wife.
Millie.
Millie, yeah, Millie. Fuck the song, yeah.
Yeah.
I still find it
hell.
strange. I still find it strange with the voice actress change.
I still hate that.
So,
I
for those of you who don't know, Millie in the pilot episode
Yeah.
kind of just had like a regular, like, I don't know, like American, like, woman voice.
Like a cutesy
kinda-
like a cutesy woman. You know?
A cutesy woman, yeah.
Not like a butch like, hey hon, what would you like with your eggs and breakfast,
Yeah.
you know?
So in the series, I still find it very strange how they changed her voice actress to, I believe, be a different voice actress, but also be very Southern.
Yeah, and like it
And, like,
became
the
so much so that
and-
it was part of the plot.
And like the character, like here's the weird thing, like. Oh no, I lost it. God damn
Oh,
it.
you lost it. But yeah, I mean, like, it was so much so that they made a whole episode about it, and then there's this other character arc about, like, this badass character that's, like, this gun ranger, this sharpshooter dude.
Because, okay, here's the weird thing about it. When you look at Millie's design, I doubt
Nothing
anyone
about it.
would immediately think, oh, Southern.
Yeah,
Like-
right. Right, exactly. That's part of, like... Yeah, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Something about it tells me that maybe it was, like, changed for the plot when it was, like, becoming a more mainstream story, or maybe it was something about, like, the voice actress that they lost wouldn't come back, but, like, why wouldn't you find somebody that does something similar?
The
Makes no
similar,
sense to me.
like...
I don't know. I honestly don't know why they did that, and it still throws me off to this day, but I don't know, man. I mean, I enjoyed the most recent episode,
Dominic.
and I just want to see where it goes. Yes,
Dominic.
sir. What?
Dominic, I think we need to fix Billy's voice. I think we see an ambulance in the distance. That
Oh
can
yeah,
fix Billy's voice.
We need to do some emergency surgery on Millie's voice.
We need to make her more Southern.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly where this is going. We need to take her way down to Alabama, way down to the hick country. Fucking we need. No, I'm not sure if I should say it.
No, do not make
Okay,
that
cool.
joke.
No, I was about to say because it's an LGBT positive show, right? We need to see LGBT flags on those Confederate flags too. I want a rainbow on that cross.
It's about.
Don't say
No.
it. Don't
No,
say
okay.
it.
Ladies
Like-
and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this.
Like, I agree, but don't say it.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of We're Having a Stroke, and I hope
Ladies
you
and
enjoyed me
gentlemen.
coming back.
I did.
What? You? Oh,
I'm just kidding. I like your genuine reaction. Oh. I was like, oh no, I hurt his feelings.
I guess I'll leave my own show then.
All right. Well, it was nice knowing you, bud.
Peace.
Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're having a stroke. If you liked it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a friend or an enemy or a neutral party.
Like Alex Jones, who recently got hit with a $45 million lawsuit.
Dude, no comments. I'm not going to comment too much on that, but
you want my only
shit.
comment? You want my only comment? Not enough money. That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Also, fucking deserved. Like,
yeah, that's all. That's all we can say.
That's all we'll say.
It's the end of the fucking episode. We got to go.
Yeah, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been We're Having a Stroke. My name is Joey. My co-host is Dominic. We will see you guys around.
Love you.